this is Papilla ASMR. I thought I'd film this part last because I wanted to present the video to you, but I also didn't want my pizza to get cold. I kinda stole the idea of this video from Chiara ASMR, who's an Italian, probably the most famous Italian ASMR artist. I would definitely put the link to her video in the description. So I've ordered a pizza from a Neapolitan little pizzeria not far from where I live, which is very lucky indeed. And today I've ordered one of my favorites, which is loaded with amazing cheese, such as burrata and smoked mozzarella, and with this garlicky and delicious stir-fried vegetable that we call friarielli, and with black olives. So I talked about 8 TV shows that I recently loved. And I think there are about 4 dramas and 4 comedies, but one is not so easy to define. So it's probably both. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. So, in general, my favorite kind of TV shows are comedy, but I'm actually going to start with 2 dramas. This is so good. I wish you could try it. So the first drama is called My Brilliant Friend, and it's an Italian drama following 2 friends from their childhood to their old age, and it is taken from a series of books which I have loved with all my heart. But they're also set in Naples, I should say. So, and not only half of my family is from Naples, but they're from the exact neighborhood that the story is set in. So, it definitely has a special meaning for me. So, the second show, which is a drama also. It's called Search Party, and this is actually a drama comedy, and I thought it was very good. It is mystery. And it starts with the disappearance of an old school friend of the protagonist and her obsession with wanting to find her. I like to have these bits to save them for the end. Anyway, I'm not sure if they're going to make a new series of it, because I keep finding contradictory information about it, but it is worth it. Even for this 2 series. I think there were 2, maybe 3. No, 2 I think. Anyway, so look at this masterpiece. It's so good. The next show that I wrote down, it's probably my favorite show of the last few years. It's a comedy, 100%. It's called What We Do in the Shadows, and it is just absolutely hilarious to me. It's definitely my kind of humor. It's about 4 vampires and a what they're calling familiar, and they all live together, and the actors, they're just phenomenal. I pretty much love everything that involves Jermaine, Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords. But this one, it's really special, I think. They made a movie before this show, but it's not as good, I have to say, at least in my opinion. So, about this other show that I note down, I've actually watched this one a while back, but it just stayed with me. It's a drama. It's a beautiful story. It's beautifully shot. The actors are wonderful. They're Reese Witherspoon, isn't it? Nicole Kidman, and even Meryl Streep in the second season. And it's also shot in an astonishingly beautiful setting in California. And it also has a beautiful soundtrack. So I just loved it. It's called Big Little Lies. It is, I would say, about a sensitive topic. So, as this can trigger some, do make sure that you can watch it. But I wouldn't reveal what it's about in case you haven't watched it yet. A piece of garlic. Okay, next one is a comedy. And I am not a fan of the guy who produces this, whose name I can't remember actually. He makes quite silly movies, but I really liked this show. It's called Crashing. And I love stand-up comedy. So this is the story of a stand-up comedian who gets dumped and ends up crashing on other comedians' couches whilst he kind of tries to make it in New York. And I guess this is also a bit silly at times, but I really enjoyed it nonetheless. I really like the main character, Pete Holmes, which who also wrote the show. talking about silly and funny. The other show I wrote down is called Trial and Error. Sorry, I really struggle with this word for some reason. Trial and Error. Anyway, it's a surreal kind of comedy. A bit like the Naked Gun kind of humor. But it's also like a whodunit kind of show. So the two things combined, and the funny characters, makes this just like a little gem, in my opinion. So next on the list is Bojack Horseman. I'm not sure what to say about this one really. Like at first it was funny because it's a parody of so many aspects of like Western society and Hollywood. But it just got deeper and deeper and better in a way. And it just kept surprising me, really. One thing I would say is that I wasn't prepared for how serious and sad this show turned out to be. It kind of gets you with comedy, and then it just talks about existential issues, and it's cringy and difficult and heartbreaking at times, but it is kind of genius as well. So I would definitely recommend you try that. So the last one, it's called Frayed. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Frayed. I absolutely love this one. It's set in the 1980s, and I have to say I do love anything that is set in the 80s. it's an Australian comedy. It's funny and interesting. I do hope they'll make a second series because I really liked it. I'm not sure how much of the plot I could say without revealing too much, but she has to move with her two children from the UK to back to Australia and back with her mom. So she goes from having everything to having to go back living with his mom, who's also a problematic figure, and her brother, which plays the classic kind of idiot that seems to be one in every show, almost, at least comedy shows. Yeah, I really liked it. And it's written by the protagonist. And yeah, I really recommend it. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please do let me know if you watch any of the shows that I mentioned and what you think of them.